Hey guys, what is going on? This is the Nuffer Dog, and I'm playing some more Metroid Prime. Last time we started to explore the downed space pirate frigate, the interior of which is now underwater, and today we're going to continue to do that, and damn it, door open. See, this door doesn't actually open when you shoot it, that's just a placebo. It, actually just opens when you get near it, but sometimes it's a little derpy. I believe we can... Wow, it actually tells us there's an energy tank in there. Yeah, we destroyed... This is the elevator that we actually... We took this when we were on the frigate. All these rooms, really, are ones we went through when we were on the frigate at the beginning of the game. But we can go in the elevator and get that energy tank there, so that's nice. Now that we have the gravity suit, we can do all this platformy goodness. Here's another Aqua Reaper. Incoming scan data. Thank you, Visor. I actually did know where to go, but... Right, oh, you have to spoil the area. I'm really tempted to, like, cut that out, or, like, blur the name of the area, just because I kind of don't want to spoil it, but I won't. Yeah, that's where we're going next. And I'm not going to talk about it. I'm determined for there to be some... Wait a minute, what? Okay, sorry. Trouble with seeing what's going on here. Here's a dead space pirate. Fun. It doesn't actually do anything, it's just sort of there. I'm determined not to give away anything about what's going to happen in the future in this game, even though the game likes to spoil things for me. Oh, gah. I forgot about this, that there's a power conduit door right up here. Wait, how many did it say there were? 3. Yeah, we do have to go back down. I always make that mistake. And it's easy to spot the Aqua Reapers while going down here. I did get that one. Is there one? I forget where the other is. There we are. It's easy to spot the Aqua Reapers with the thermal visor on, but it's a lot more difficult to do the actual platforming. But we can turn that back off now that we opened the door. You're off. Funny how the wave beam can sometimes basically miss because of the way the shots spread out. But the fact that it has 3 shots can also be handy sometimes. When some of them will be blocked by something and others will go through, or, you know, situations like that. Also makes it very good for blowing up crates. Because, you know, in video games we always are looking for more interesting ways to blow up crates. Biohazard containment, I remember this room. Whoa! Okay. This guy's still here. I actually think Power Beam, aside from the obvious missiles, Power Beam might, so far, still be the best way we have to destroy these, but missiles are really the most efficient, even though, you know, they cost ammo. Well, I guess they take 2 missiles, and they still take 2 missiles if we freeze them, so I guess the Ice Beam could be useful, but it doesn't actually seem to damage them. It might still damage them if we... I'll have to test this out on the next one. Ooh, actually, I think there might be something somewhere in here. But I don't remember exactly where it is. I think it's underwater. There's somewhere in here we can get, like, a missile expansion. Oh, huh. Is this... Oh, this is a new scan. I forgot about that. Because it's underwater, it's slightly different from the other security drones. This is an Aqua drone. It's exactly the same as the other ones. Just underwater. Kill him with the wave beam. I don't think they lock the doors. I really find it kind of hard to believe that this thing is still in here and is perfectly unscathed. I mean, there's freaking moss and lichen at the top of it. Here we are. This is it. Cordite. Okay. So we blow this up with a super missile. And missile expansion. I find it kind of hard to believe that those remains of the horribly mutated parasite queen there are still so untouched. I think there's more power conduits in this room. 3, yep. find it hard to believe that it's so untouched when there's like lichens growing in it. You'd think that when it's underwater, it would it might start to sort of break apart anyway, but you know, things would start to eat at it. Anyway, here's me being scientific again. Talking about decomposition of parasite queens. Brilliant. What is the world coming to? I don't know. Awesome games? Okay, that was terrible. Shut up. I can have my fun. Know exactly what kind of fun. Okay, I'm just gonna stop because I don't know where I was going with that. That's kind of the typical thing for me to do. Say something weird and random, not know where I'm going with it. Apologize. There's this other area with the unstable ventilation cap, which now mysteriously has a door on it that wasn't there before. And I freeze you. No? No. Well, I miss it. And bam. No? Ah, there we go. And actually, I want to test out how it works if we try to freeze them and then ice beam them more. Yeah, that still damages them, so if we're not pressed for time, this would be a more ammo-efficient way to do it. Oh, and he's actually dead coming out. Huh. Is the underwater version of the jetpack suicide strike? I'm guessing there's probably power conduits in here again. There's power conduits in almost all these rooms. Yep. Good thing I realized that. And there we go. There's all three taken care of already. All on that one side of the room. Except for the one that was on the other side, so I don't really know what I'm talking about, I guess. I'm so derpy. I'm so derpy. Yeah. I don't think there's anything of a note in this room anymore. Just go through here. Actually, the power beam, which never really gets any screen time, because it's pretty much the least useful beam in combat, would probably be the best thing for clearing out these. This is the elevator room. There's another dead space pirate for some reason. This is the elevator room I was talking about earlier where we can scan these aqua sacs. They're similar to sap sacs, but underwater, look a bit different, blue. And actually the explosion doesn't really seem to be a violent explosion with these things. They just sort of fall apart. Like, you don't get hurt standing near them. See? I'll destroy them anyway in the hopes of getting some power-ups out of them that I'm not managing to get. Anyway, go through here. I don't think there's anything of note down there. Nah. Oh, there's a morph ball tunnel room. And I believe we can get an energy tank in here. But we have to double jump. Except, because of the underwater physics, double jumping, well, actually you can like triple jump, or I don't think there's even a limit on the amount of times you can jump because of the water physics here. But we can triple jump up to there and get that energy tank, so that's quite nice. Because of the fact that you don't need to lay a second bomb on the ground and then one in the air, you know, do that whole routine of bouncing off, because you fall slowly underwater, and they send you up higher, so you can just do what I just did there. Actually, I'm gonna ice you. Ice, baby. Totally stole that bass line from Queen. No sympathy for Vanilla Ice here. Totally ripped it off from Queen. A much more awesome band, I might add. I'm just saying this because I don't like rap. I have no idea what Vanilla Ice's music is like, but I just don't like rap, and I do like Queen, so screw you, music thieves. Screw you too, Seedling. So, you may have noticed, we're back in the Great Tree Hall, which we visited earlier via this Chozo Ruins elevator. And we can finally, but we're in the lower part of the room, so we can get through this door And what's this? Intense radiation detected. This is Phazon! And there's no power-up under here, so I had no reason to jump down there. I always think it'll be like that other bridge in the Talon Overworld, where there's a power-up under it. But there's nothing here. So, as the game is already spoiled for me, this leads to the Phazon Mines, where space pirates have been digging up this radioactive ore to use in their experiments. However, I'm not going to go in there quite yet, because I think we can unlock the way between the top and bottom halves of the Great Tree Hall. I don't believe we can yet get the upgrade that is in the Life Grove. But anyway, may or may not remember these bars from earlier that were sealing us off from the bottom half of the room, requiring us to go through the frigate. So we can go through them with the spinner. And now we can access this elevator into the Chozo Ruins. Also come up here, check the Life Grove tunnel. I think there might be... Oh yeah, there's Bendesium, I remember now. So we can't do anything with that, so I won't bother going up there. Missiles! 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 Gotta get the missiles! Missile! So it's transitioned from saying missiles in a really fake accent of some description to just hyperactively saying missiles, missiles, I guess. Who knows where this stuff comes from? I don't know where I get it. Oh, there's another seedling. Where'd you come from? Check the time here. Still got time. 12 minutes in. Access to Phazon Mines East granted. Step into the unnecessary hologram. You'd think it would be easier and less fancy technology consuming to just have, I don't know, a button on the floor, like a pressure pad you step on, or just a switch that you hit like a regular elevator, where you just press a button on the wall. I don't know. And I will not OCD-ishly scan those because it doesn't do anything. So we're going through this tunnel where we've got sort of a scaffold over this ore. And some really atmospheric music. The loop of this is literally like 25 seconds long. And it's the song. Oh wait, and there's this song and then I'm thinking of... I'll just stop talking about the music because I like it, but I apparently don't know enough about it. So here we are in the main quarry, which, as you probably guessed, if you have half a brain, I'm seeing if I can destroy a defense turret from over here, although it might be a new type. Yes, it is. Oh boy. These are mega turrets. These are particularly reinforced energy turrets that are much more dangerous, or energy turrets, I don't know. Turrets that are much more dangerous than the others, and I'm not sure if I'm actually damaging it here. So I'm just gonna shoot it with missiles, and it takes more missiles than the others. Let's see. Without all that ice beaming. Yeah, okay. Takes 3. So our scan visor has something to tell us here. Central dynamo. Power surges located. Oh god, I hate this. Earlier, near the beginning of the Let's Play, I was talking about how they're generally fairly generous. Generally fairly generous? Usually fairly generous? I don't know. Force field, I believe we just scanned this. Okay, that's one of 2. There's another somewhere else. There's the other, that was easy. I mentioned earlier, I was talking about how they're usually fairly generous with the save stations, but there's one part in the game where you have to go through a long area that doesn't have any save stations in it, and you fight 2 mini-bosses along the way. This is what I was talking about. Just exploring around this main quarry to make sure there's not anything too exciting that we can do yet. There's more stuff we can do in here, believe it or not, once we have later upgrades. This is a save station. With these totally unimportant bars. Okay, it says they're granting us access, but the fact that This is the best save station ever, because it has these fish. The fact that they require you to, like, seal it off with bars and require you to scan something to grant access to it, it's kind of funny, because it implies that it's some sort of security system to keep out intruders. But if that's the case, why do they let us in? Samus is like the greatest enemy of these space pirates. Why do they let us use their save stations? It doesn't make sense. Maybe it's just, like, meant to keep out wild animals or something, and it doesn't matter who scans it. Here's a space pirate. Ice beam you? Oh wow, that's pretty efficient. Oh wow. One hit, kill them with a charge shot. That is nice. Oh, I didn't need those missiles at all. Yeah, Ice Beam's pretty powerful. That door's locked. Huh. Wait a second. I'm going to, check my phone here. Okay. Sorry about that. Might edit a little bit out there, but it was so short that I don't know if it's worth trying. Freeze already. There we go. I resisted my urge to make a horrible, cheesy reference. We can get up here, and we can access the spider ball rail, but it doesn't do anything yet, because it doesn't connect to the other rail. Okay, let's see. This crane here, when it's over there, it's got a grapple beam port on it that lets us get over there. Although that's really a shortcut back from another room. But once we have the grapple beam, we can go there if we want. Phazon mutations. Useful mutations will receive an increase in pay and rations. Transfer building materials, containment units. Here's what we really need. Crane controls are functional but require power. Find a power conduit. It's right here. That will power the controls. Now that those are active, we can move the crane and it'll connect to the other piece of spider ball rail. And move over there where we can use it to get a missile expansion. Yep. That, not to mention the fact that I kind of forgot about the time of the recording, never mind that. This is the real reason why I didn't, end the episode off when we saved earlier. And for some reason, you can't go out of Morph Ball mode here, so just bomb up and get the missile expansion. Woo! Alright. We has got that. I'm going to save again because I'm down a little bit of health. And because I like to save obsessively. But anyway, that's gonna be an episode. Next time on Metroid Prime, we will begin exploring more of these phases.